a WikiVidi Documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. The Blacklist TV series. The Blacklist is an American crime thriller television series that premiered on NBC on September 23, 2013. Raymond Reddington, a former U.S. Navy officer turned high-profile criminal, voluntarily surrenders to the FBI after eluding capture for decades. He tells the FBI that he has a list of the most dangerous criminals in the world that he has compiled over the years and is willing to inform on their operations in exchange for immunity from prosecution. However, he insists on working exclusively with a rookie FBI profiler by the name of Elizabeth Keene. The series also stars Diego Klattenhoff, Ryan Eggold, and Harry Lennix. The pilot episode was written by Jon Bokenkamp and directed by Joe Carnahan. Executive producers for the series include Bokenkamp, John Eisendrath, and John Davis for Sony Pictures Television, Universal Television, and Davis Entertainment. On October 4, 2013, NBC ordered 9 additional episodes, filling out the series' first season. On December 3, 2013, NBC renewed the series for a 22-episode second season. On May 11, 2014, owing to the series' breakout success, NBC decided to air an episode in the coveted post-Super Bowl time slot in 2015. On December 5, 2015, the series was renewed for a 4th season, which premiered on September 22, 2016. A spin-off series, The Blacklist: Redemption, premiered on February 23, 2017. On May 11, 2017, the series was renewed for a 5th season, while the spin-off was cancelled the following day. The 5th season premiered on September 27, 2017. The series has received positive reviews, with many critics praising Spader's performance in particular. Premise: Raymond Reddington, a former U.S. Naval intelligence officer who had disappeared 20 years earlier to become one of the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives, surrenders himself to FBI Assistant Director Harold Cooper at the J. Edgar Hoover Building in Washington, D.C. Taken to an FBI black site, Reddington claims he wishes to help the FBI track down and apprehend the criminals and terrorists he spent the last 20 years associating with, individuals that are so dangerous and devious that the United States government is unaware of their very existence. He offers Cooper his knowledge and assistance on 2 conditions: immunity from prosecution, and that he wants to work exclusively with Elizabeth Keene, a rookie profiler newly assigned to Cooper. Keene and Cooper are suspicious of Reddington's interest in her, but he will only say that she is very special. After Cooper tests Reddington's offer in locating and killing a terrorist in the first episode, Reddington reveals that this man was only the first on his blacklist of global criminals, which he has compiled over his criminal career, and states that he and the FBI have a mutual interest in eliminating them. The mysteries of Reddington's and Lee's lives, and his interest in her, are gradually revealed as the series progresses. Each episode features one of the global criminals, and Reddington assisting the team tracking and apprehending them. The rank and name or alias of the featured criminal on the list is displayed at the start of every episode. 3 episodes in the series, Cape May, Requiem, and Ruin, do not follow this format. Conception: after showing a screening of the pilot at Comic-Con, producers revealed that their inspiration for The Blacklist came from the capture of Whitey Bulger, recalling the experience in an interview with Collider.com. Executive producer Jon Eisendrath stated, NBC bought the rights to The Blacklist from Sony Pictures Television in August 2012, and green-lighted the show in January 2013. During an NBC upfront presentation in May 2013, it was announced that The Blacklist was NBC's highest-testing drama in 10 years. Casting: Eisendrath said the casting process was difficult. In February 2013, NBC offered Kiefer Sutherland the lead role of Raymond Reddington. After considering other actors for the role, Eisendrath and Bokenkamp called James Spader to see if he would be interested in it. Feeling confident in Spader's understanding of the character, they cast him 3 days before filming began. Megan Boone took a week to prepare. for her audition as FBI profiler Elizabeth Keene. Feeling like her initial audition was one of the better auditions of her career, Boone later was called back for multiple auditions. In March 2013, Deadline.com reported that Boone accepted the role as the female lead in the series. Filming locations and technique. Despite being set in Washington, D.C., the series is mainly filmed in the same Manhattan studio where Law & Order was filmed for 20 years. Producer Richard Hears said they chose to film specific Washington, D.C. locations for the series, including the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, and the National Mall, because they were iconic American locations. The series is filmed in 4K using Sony PMW-F55 cameras that are adapted to use Panavision lenses. It is edited using Avid Media Composer. And editor Christopher Brookshire says the show has a very distinctive look and pace. An average of 3 cameras are used at one time, but as many as 6 cameras are sometimes rolling. Broadcast. The series is broadcast simultaneously on Global in Canada. In New Zealand, the show premiered on TV3 on February 2, 2014. The second season premiered on September 23. In the United Kingdom and Ireland, the show premiered on Sky Living on October 4, 2013. The second season premiered on October 3, 2014. Netflix has streaming rights to seasons 1-5 in the United States, 1-4 in Australia, Latin America, Finland, Switzerland, Germany, Sweden, the Netherlands, and Canada. Critical response. The first season of The Blacklist received strong reviews from television critics. On Metacritic, the first season has a score of 74 out of 100, based on 31 critics, indicating generally favorable reviews. On Rotten Tomatoes, the first season received a rating of 83%, based on 47 reviews, with an average rating of 7/10. The consensus reads, James Spader is riveting as a criminal-turned-informant, and his presence goes a long way toward making this twisty, but occasionally implausible crime procedural compelling. The second season received a rating of 80%, based on 15 reviews, with an average rating of 7/10. The consensus reads, though The Blacklist flirts with narrative overload, it's held together by James Spader's scenery-eating performance and wildly entertaining action. The third season received a rating of 93%, based on 14 reviews, with an average rating of 7/4. The consensus reads, The Blacklist is back in top form with fresh dangers that put Red on the ropes while giving James Spader room to shine. The fourth season received a rating of 86%, based on 7 reviews, with an average rating of 7/10. The fifth season received a rating of 100%, based on 5 reviews, with an average rating of 8/5. David Vigand of the San Francisco Chronicle said about the pilot, You think you know this situation and how it will turn out, but there are surprising, yet entirely credible, twists throughout Monday's episode. Robert Bianco of USA Today said, The Blacklist is a solid weekly crime show built around a genuine TV star. That's the kind of series the networks have to be able to pull off to survive. And with Spader in command, odds are NBC will. Tim Goodman of The Hollywood Reporter praised both Spader's performance and the procedural elements of the show, writing, There's an overarching element to the premise as well that makes it intriguing without making it overly complicated. Comics. Titan Books released an official comic book series based on the series, written by Nicole Phillips and drawn by Benny Lobel. The series crew is working in the project as well. Editor David Leitch told The Hollywood Reporter that the comic is a true extension of the television series, giving new dimensions of the characters that have captured the audiences worldwide. The series will open with a 6-issue story arc, which will be a journey deep into the dark world of international espionage, conspiracies, and intrigue on a global scale. Issue was launched July 22, 2015, in both comic book and digital stores. Games. A mobile game by Gameloft based on the series, The Blacklist, Conspiracy, was released on June 23, 2016, for Android, iOS and Windows devices. The game consists of the player as a member of the task force. Players can interact with Reddington and Cooper, other members of the task force, as well as interrogate potential suspects and witnesses. The game mainly consists of searching for missing items in different environments, as well as mini-games to further the investigations. Players can also make decisions that alter the route of the story. Spin-off. In March 2016, NBC began developing a spin-off series created by Bokenkamp and Eisendrath, who would also serve as executive producers with Davis and Fox. The project was set to star Famke Janssen as Susan, Scotty, Hargrave, and Eggold, in his role as Tom Keane, as well as Edi Gathegi reprising his role as Matthias Solomon. Tawny Cypress has been cast as Nez Rowan, a character already recurring. During the third season, Hargrave first appeared on the Blacklist episode, Susan Hargrave, with Alexander Kirk serving as a backdoor pilot for the potential series. That episode was written by Bokenkamp and Eisendrath and directed by Michael Dinner. On May 14, 2016, a pilot for the series, The Blacklist: Redemption, was ordered. The series was cancelled after one season, and Eggold will continue his role on The Blacklist. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?